My name is Trinity, and this is my story. I grew up in a military family. When I was really young, my mom was already a Christian, and she had medical problems. When I was 1 year old, she was told that she had 3 years to live. My dad came to know Jesus when I was 18 months old, when he witnessed a miracle of healing. And when I was about 2 years old, we went to the doctors and figured out that my mother was pregnant with my sister, and the doctors were not happy. They said that my sister and my mother could die because of my mother's medical issues. But my family had faith and they wouldn't give up. So throughout the 9 months, we all prayed, and every day I talked to my sister. And when it came time for my sister to be born, she was born alive and healthy. Unfortunately, 4 weeks after my sister was born, my mother had a blood clot run through her heart. And the EMTs had to rush upstairs, get her stabilized, and bring her down the stairs. And I had to witness my father say goodbye to my mother, possibly for the last time. After that traumatizing event, I realized that anyone that I loved could die, especially my mother. So I developed extreme anxiety. I was afraid of anything I couldn't control, especially the darkness and any kind of weather. A couple years later, when I was going to bed, I heard a voice tell me, "You know you're a sinner. Go tell your parents." I got up out of bed. I ran down to the office where my mother was, and I told my mother I am a sinner. And I was crying, and we talked it over, and I met Jesus on August 5th, 2008 at 8:50 p.m. And about 2 weeks later, there was a family reunion for my mother's family, and we were going to celebrate my baptism, my sister's 3rd birthday, and we were all going to get together. I was going to be baptized by my great-grandma Lang in Lake Thurmond. So I was baptized in Lake Thurmond. It's been 8 years now, and God has had me on a wild ride. In those 8 years, I have developed epilepsy. I remember the first time I had a seizure. I awoke from my first one on the way down the stairs on a stretcher, frightened when I saw my friends and the EMTs. They were all staring at me, and I got into the ambulance, and the EMT told me that I had had a seizure. And a little while later, a couple months actually, after a couple more, I was diagnosed with JME, or juvenile myoclonic epilepsy, which is very common for my age group. And I've always wondered why God would give me epilepsy, but must be a good reason. And also, in those 8 years, my mother has been diagnosed with cancer. She is currently going through chemo, and it's been busy with the traveling to Colombia, and she's had 3 surgeries and quite a lot of procedures and hospitalizations. I can't count them. Me and my sister have been shuffled around from family members and friends. We've been to Augusta and Jacksonville, to the Mayo for her checkups, and it's been busy. At home, my dad is a HSC First Sergeant at 3rd Army at Shaw Air Force Base. He usually comes home around 7, 8 o'clock. It's a very stressful job. And my sister and I homeschool. And my mom stays home. She's our teacher, principal, chef. She's a lot. 5th to 6th grade, I hit a rough patch in my faith. I remember just not wanting to have to do anything with Jesus. Just nothing. Just wanted to listen to my music. Just do whatever I want. And then we found Alice Drive. And I walked into their youth ministry, The Mix, for Wednesday nights, and it just blew my mind. I felt plugged into Jesus again. I wanted to have a relationship. I felt like I had a family, like a church family. I had Christian friends that I could hang out with, good influences. My family and I have been members at Alice Drive for 4 years, and I'm a part of the youth ministries band, and I have also been to one of their student lives, which is a huge camp, which I've gotten to learn more about Jesus and what it's like to follow. And my name is Trinity, and that is my story.